Hey guys, Bobby here. 2 years ago, I said that Mazda is now a premium brand. Look at it. Now put aside the price, put aside what we know about Mazda, just look at it from an objective perspective. Compare this to the Lexuses that you see. Compare it to Infinitis that you see. Compare it to Genesis that you see. This is now, in every measure, the execution of the car, the design of the car, is a premium brand. You park this next to an A-Class, you park this next to a VW Golf or a 1 Series for that matter, and then you look at everything. You look at the way the car is constructed. Let me tell you this thing. I've once went to VW and I met an engineer there, a product guy from Germany, and I was driving the new CX-5. He ran over and said that, I do not know how the hell Mazda built this car so beautifully. And his next line would be, I'm not sure what my guys are doing in Germany. That was really hilarious. But nevertheless, this says a lot about what they have achieved now. You look at, if you walk up close and personal to a Mazda, a modern Mazda, you look at the panel gaps, look at the little fine details. They build cars like how Audi build cars now. Consistent panel gaps, very beautiful bodywork, and it's just amazing. Now, what makes this car so special is that if you look at this car and you compare it to the modern Audis, you compare it to Mercedes-Benz's, right? Mazda has moved the design idiom beyond that. You see all these cars, currently they have a lot of body lines, right? To make up for the character of the car. But you look at what Mazda did, these are traditional bodywork designs. You think about the Jaguar E-Type, you think about cars from the 50s, from the 60s, from the 40s, proper metal work. These are very, very high-end design, ways of designing car, okay? So they come in the hatchback, they come in the sedan. I guess everybody has heard news about the specifications. There are 1.5 liters, 2 liter low spec and 2 liter high spec, alright? So there are a myriad of choices between the hatchback and the sedan. And one thing that Mazda wants to point out in this round of the Mazda 3, we sent Con to Japan to drive the Mazda 3, this new one. And one thing the engineers at Jinba Itai wants to make clear is that they have designed a torsion beam in the new 3 that probably handles better than multi-link suspensions. And Con came back with the article, the Japanese slipper that runs faster than sports shoes, that outran the shoes. Alright.
Very cool, Bobby. Check this out.
Yep, that's crispy.
Attention to detail on that.
Oh my, those little stuffs going
Reverse
in there.
lights.
Yeah man, reverse lights in the brake lights. Lovely, lovely. And I really like the third quarter.
Yes.
The bodywork, right? It's like those cars from the 30s and 40s and 50s, Jaguar E-Type, that kind of bodywork.
Can I just say something?
Yep.
Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo. Yep, that's Alfa Romeo. In fact, my article for the CX-5, I said that Mazda is now the combination of what you get from Alfa Romeo and Honda. Right? You get Japanese reliability, you get Italian design. Very, very nice. Very, very sleek. Okay, we have dual tailpipes here. We have a gloss black bottom quarter. And then you have a Mazda logo that juts out. Look at that. There's a 3D Mazda logo over there. I believe it houses something. And then look at this part. This is the part where it gets everybody, it dissects opinion, it splits people left and right. And I believe this is a very nice touch. Mazda could have done the easy way. They could have just let this line flows all the way straight, cut it up, just like every other hatchback out there in the market. But they do not want to do that. Alright? They did this. Let's come inside. Now Mazda has always wanted to... Okay, I should shift the front seats to an optimal seating position first. Oh my god, the interior. Damn. This is upmarket. Soft touch, leather wrap, aluminium panels, lovely buttons, lovely knobs, everything. Oh, a lot of compartment over here. This round. Oh, what is going on with my phone? Alright, And then you have this that looks like the iDrive. I doubt there is a handwriting recognition here, but still it's a very nice execution. Gloss black material, might attract some fingerprints. This is unique. Now I saw a video from a British motoring journalist saying that they could have just made it that way. Wrong. You see, when you want a big compartment, you need a big lid for the big compartment. Alright, the big lid means that this whole thing will open up all the way like that. You look at the angle, look at it. It's gonna open all the way up here and it's gonna block you, right? So if you glide it there, this is the hinge, and when it's open, it doesn't affect anybody, you know, it doesn't obstruct you in any way. Very, very clever design. This is exceptional. There's a USB port in there, carpeted in here, and then put it back and you glide it back. This is lovely. And look at the screen, look at the execution that they did now. Instead of just something that slots here, it looks like a very, very nice tablet or a mobile phone. Sony Xperia mobile phone. Sony Xperia has those crazy proportions, right? And in the middle here, you have a digital dial, and then the rev counter is over here. So a bit different from what Porsche does, alright? And this, where have we seen this before? This design came from the Audi, right? So very slim aircon vents, very slim aircon vents. Now, there's one thing you need to notice now. I don't see an aircon vent that specifically directs air to the rear passenger. But never mind, you have rear aircon vents. So you have two that complements the cockpit for the driver, and then this for the passenger. Look at the doors over here. This is already a Mazda design language thingy. The metallic trim piece that extends to the door handle. Very nice material here. And then these are just properly designed. Look at that. Very high quality, right? And then you have a full length door bin. This is my wish list. This is the perfect door panel where then you're able to slot your hand here. You put big bottles over here. Nice quality materials, soft touch everywhere, nice plastics everywhere. Very high quality interior. And you get a sunroof. Now let's go to the rear seats. Oops. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's come inside here. Okay, I am 5'11". The front is my sitting position. I have enough headroom at the back. I am able to slot my feet beneath the seat. I have about 4 fingers of knee room, and then this is indented so that I have some space over here. Now if I close the door, this is the opening that I get. Okay, Mazda has always have rather narrow openings for the rear window, but it's a very comfortable sitting position here because you're able to slot your palm over here and it's comfortable. Alright, let's open the doors. Now let's see how wide the doors open. Excuse me, sorry. Yep, look at the opening of the door. It's pretty wide. So in terms of ingress and egress for the rear passengers, is very nice. Okay, you can walk in, drop your butt there, you get to sit in very comfortably. Right? Oh, they hide the electronic. That's very nice. So this one now doubles as a handle. See? Look at that. Very, very cleverly designed. So you have a decent sized boot over here. This boot easily matches or somewhat slightly larger than the boot from the XV. There's a very deep step over here because they want to keep the lines clean. So if they drop the boot too low, it might affect the design language. Yep. So this is the new Mazda 3 hatchback. Very, very nicely designed. Let me step further from the car, give you a good view. A very good looking car. Comes with Bridgestones, multi-spoke wheels. Yep. I think a lot of people will buy this car in mod. Now, 160,000 for the high spec. Is it expensive? It comes fully loaded with the safety features, with all the important safety features. Alright, Mazda has always been pretty advanced when it comes to safety features amongst their peers. And this round the prices has gone up. But you think about it, you compare this to the Golf R line 1.4 the Golf R. Yeah, the Golf R line looks like it's Gosong spec next to this car, right? And then if you look at the other competitors from European markets, this is perfectly comparable, right? I can't wait to drive this car. This is the hatchback, and we'll head over for the sedan now.